Hi guys, how's it going? Oh, let me turn that off. I'm gonna just close those down. Okay. Awesome sauce. Is that enough light? I wonder. Let's just pull you a little bit closer to me. Hi. Hi guys. So awesome to have you with me. Welcome. Sasha here. I'm your green goddess. It's Sunday night here in England, in London. It's just gone past 8 o'clock. It's 6 minutes past 8. So, yeah, I felt like it was time to tap into the collective and see what's going on. Definitely, there are some decks calling out to me this evening. A lot of downloads coming in on the 3D and the 5D and the 12, but that's not for this platform. Yeah, wow. It's all I was saying earlier was wow. What are we saying now, Spirit? Separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of our future. Separation. Interesting energy. It's like a rose on a flame. A rose on a flame. You know, the rose is very significant in terms of bloodlines. The flame is very significant in terms of spirit. This is definitely a 5D message. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of our future. Let's just pull this into the foreground. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, that's better. Oh, okay, let's change that around. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so these were definitely wanting to come out. So my angel messages also wanted to be shared. My angels wanted to be heard. Probably because there's some spiritual injustice going on. They definitely want to be called upon during these times of separation. Ooh. Oh, Dr. Sandalphon, Michael, and Gabriel. They ain't fucking around. Thank you, spirits, for your protection, always. Sandalphon. Planetary cycles. Grandfather Sandalphon. Grandfathers all up in here, watching as ancestors upon these events. Everyone's watching. Do you know what? There's a massive host of angels watching these events. The greatest and the best and the good are all here in the front row. Sandalphon came out first. That's a call to action if ever I've heard one, a call to arms. Then we have Gabriel. I'm feeling very serious now. Inspiration, Gabriel. The messenger. And Michael. Bringing in very strong Egyptian vibes for me with transmutation. Michael. So we start with one separation card And then 3 massive angels coming through. I'm feeling very humbled right now. Very humbled. Okay, so we'll pull out. How weird. So on the bottom of the deck of Island Time Wellness was talking, and we started with separation. So this is no talking, isn't it? This is people not talking, and that's why they're in separation. Healthy choices. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. Okay, Spirit. Let's take one more of the Island Time Wellness, and that's, wow. I would say too many, but what was on the top was Heartbroken, Coffin, Cupid's Arrow, and the Chaser. Okay, let's just move my candles up a little bit. My lovely protection candles, and let's just pull this into a nice deep reading, and we'll clarify. And the Phoenix was hidden in the middle. How queer. We had the Phoenix, Cupid's Arrow, the Coffin, Heartbroken, and the Chaser. You don't really need to see these pictures because they're just iconography. I'm pretty sure that the words inspire greater images in your mind. And it's just very beautiful. If I could show you this spread, to have these 3 major archangels just blessing and protecting me right now under this very weird little, I don't know what it's called, factory line, conveyor belt, separation, talking, so no talking, healthy choices not being made. The Phoenix was hiding in the middle. Ah, dear. Cupid's Arrow, the Coffin, Heartbroken, and the Chaser. I mean, you know, the Chaser at the end, Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. This is almost like the Pied Piper, the merry maker, the merry prankster, Ken Kesey, if anyone even gets that reference. You know, the merry prankster out at the end of the reading, as if they're leading the merry dance, keeping people heartbroken, perhaps doing death spells on people, death rituals, with the Coffin coming between Cupid's Arrow and Heartbroken. And the Phoenix seems to be at the beginning of this Chinese whisper that seems to have started with separation and talking, which has another resonance for me now as I come back to it, in talking about people behind their back, talking in separation, talking about others behind their back when perhaps other people are in separation. So talking about other people's relationships, healthy choices in the middle of all of this. I really do think that this represents people not making healthy choices. It doesn't seem to fit here as a like, yay, we're all on top of things right here. It feels like actually we're clutching at straws, gasping to hold on to a thing that was never a thing for a start, and also trying to hold on to some sense of control that actually isn't there. And it's like this, it's funny because the chaser is the last one, like going off the end of the table, not even realizing that no one's following them. No one's actually behind them. They're just la 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 la, look at me go. But no one's behind you. And you're so arrogant and egotistical that you don't even look behind you to see what. There's a coffin, there's people heartbroken, there's people in separation because of things that have been said. People not making healthy choices in how they talk about other people, maybe. Phoenix coming up again, in my intuition. Trying to be the Cupid's arrow, maybe. And where does it lead? All it leads to is this sense of a coffin and people heartbroken. And all I can feel right now is karma coming in strong to say, babies, you know the rules. You know the score. We're a beautiful hall of mirrors, right? So everything you do, everything you think, feel, and speak comes back to you, right? And if you hadn't realized that, let's just clarify these, shall we? Oh, fucking hell. Excuse me, Lord, but Metatron was on the bottom of the deck. This is very, very powerful. Like, I'm not even playing. I'm not playing. The angels literally said to me just before this, they said to me, it's time for you to do a reading and we want you to use our angel deck. That's the download I got. And we've got Sandalphon, Gabriel, Michael, Metatron. These are my divine brothers. I do call on them, and I do talk to them. And to have them come out, 4 boys on horseback, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse coming out for me tonight. I don't know if there are words for that, but I'll tell you what Metatron's message was. Divine intelligence. Divine intelligence from La Metatron. I mean, they actually look very beautiful together. Let's just witness this. Ooh. So rather than clarify the weird top line that just gives us the weird kind of backstory, we're going to clarify the angels. We've got, with Sandalphon, planetary cycles, with Gabriel, inspiration, with Michael, transmutation, and with Metatron, divine intelligence. Humbled right now over here isn't even the word. What deck do you want me to clarify with, Spirit? And he wants me to clarify with ones that I've got stacked all over bookshelf. So bear with me while I just organize myself, because she desires Sacred Traveler. The Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. Not sure if I'm going to read to you tonight. Maybe not. I just felt like it was time for a word with Spirit and a word with you guys, because there's some fuckery in the collective. Fuck shit. People trying to get away with fuck shit. When are they going to learn, Spirit? We keep asking the same question like over and over again. Like, when are they going to learn? When are they going to get it together? And the jury's out. The jury's out right now. But I think the jury's going to be making their decision soon. What do you reckon, Spirit? If any of you guys have any court cases coming up, or, court cases looming, maybe you haven't got a court date yet, but you're fucking worried that someone's about to knock on the door with a summons. Gates of Triumph on the bottom of the deck, and something jumped out. Rainbow Blessings. How interesting. Rainbow Blessings. Blessings are showering your life. It's funny how different cards have really take on different meanings when you feel them in a different energy. Rainbow Blessings. I feel like there's some gay for pay going on in the collective. This rainbow is kind of out of reach. It's like just at the end of the rainbow, something out of reach. People being kept on a leash as to something wonderful that's going to materialize at a certain point, based on certain conditions, which actually are never going to materialize because the people behind it are insane. But Rainbow Blessings, feeling like perhaps there's some people that are potentially pretending to what am I trying to say, Spirit? It's not coming out. I can't even get the words out. Angels, help me. Some people pretending to be in love with people that they're not, as in they're pretending to be straight when actually they're gay, or messing about as bisexual and keeping both sides on the lam. People that perhaps are gay and have been messing around with spirit. Lots of messages from this card. Rainbow Blessings. Doesn't feel like blessings if you ask me. People thinking they're approaching the gates of triumph. People thinking that this is it. This is it. And it's really not. Sacred Traveler. What else do you have for us? We're not actually clarifying with tarot yet. We're just pulling another couple of oracles. But I'm feeling like, well, that's another oracle deck. But my native animal spirit deck really wants to come through too. People messing with our indigenous tribal heritage. My ancestors have been talking to me very strongly in the last few eons, telling me things that people don't want me to know. What have we got? Empath. Reflect and redirect your energy. Impasse. So someone's at an impasse, like a Mexican standoff. Looking at their path, but they're afraid to step onto it. They're trying to re-energize, but they look like they're eating magic mushrooms. So that's not a good way to redirect your energy. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. And breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So we've got an opening to your spiritual source and a breakthrough. Which is funny when you consider that so that's the breakthrough. The breakthrough and opening to your spiritual source. And what was funny was that what we had before was the impasse. So this is where someone cannot move. And this is where there's a lot of opening happening, a lot of golden opportunities, golden gates, like gates of triumph, really coming out. People coming out into the ethers, into the collective. Success expands in your life. Rainbow blessings are showering your life. Okay. I feel like this is actually quite a lot of really nice protection energy further from the angels. But it's definitely illuminating some weirdos. Okay. Hi. Welcome to Bloom Healing Tarot. I hope you're doing very well. I'm your green goddess. I'm Sasha. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for joining my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get updated when I go live or when I drop new content, which is happening a little bit more often these days. It's so wonderful to have your energy here and to be in your sphere. I've had a very interesting week, very interesting few days, and very interesting conversations with people. You may be going through this as well, collective. You know, the things that I say, the things that I resonate on, reverberate on, they may well be happening for you. You may well be having weird conversations with people, perhaps quite deep conversations about heartfelt matters. And perhaps you're needing of some strong angel, archangel energy in your life right now as well. So let's clarify. And the only tarot I have at hand is Thoth. So let us not wait a moment more. Let us bring their wondrousness to the table. So I call on my spirit guides, Thoth and Bast. Thank you so much for your energy, your current your healing, your guidance, your wisdom. You're opening me to spirit and protecting me in the same heartbeat. Thank you for bringing me all of the downloads that you have brought to me today and every day. And allow me to continue to be a vessel for your messages. Thank you. Anything else before we check these beautiful messages that came through? Okay, well that's quite a few. That's a bunch though. Okay, let's see. Let's see what was at the bottom of the deck first. Interference. 8 of Swords. And it was in reverse. Yeah, it was in reverse. So the 8 of Swords, interference, was in reverse. We like that. Definitely nice to see that kind of energy turned on its head. And everything else. And we had strength underneath that. Strength and 9 of Wands. Not the strength as in the Leo energy of the major arcana, but actually it resonates quite strongly with that as well. And it's a 9, which resonates with the Hermit, Virgo energy as well. Virgo's so strong in the collective. Very much a leader of spirituality in the collective. So as we were shuffling, we got the 3 of Wands. So we've got the 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 3 of Abundance. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So we've got the 3 of Wands. Okay. We've got the 3 of Wands, virtue, clarifying, Sandalphon, planetary cycles. We've got the 3 of Cups. These are amazing. 3 of Cups, abundance, clarifying, Gabriel, who's all in blue, inspiration. We've got the 2 of Change. I'm just hesitating a little or pausing as I realize and realign where these go. We've got the 2 of Change, the 2 of Earth, which is a Scorpio card, Scorpio energy, Jupiter energy. I mean, it's Capricorn and Jupiter, but I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio because it's change, because it's that death energy coming through, and it's the 2, so there's that sense of juggling, or the juggling that goes on forever and ever. And it's funny how that card sits under the Phoenix. We've got interference, which is kind of off to the side, and we've got the Prince of Swords sitting over Metatron, divine intelligence. The Prince of Swords on divine intelligence. Underneath, coffin and heartbroken. I'm not going to take those ones, Spirit. It's too many. I don't even want to guesstimate on what was on the bottom of the deck. So, three, 3, 2. We had a 9, a 3, a 3, and a 2, and an 8, and a Prince of Swords. So somewhere strange in this shuffling, the Finding Sanctuary has managed to flip upside down. So there's no longer any Finding Sanctuary with these cards, with this reading, with these energies. Oh my gosh, I've just realized change was on top of transmutation. change and transmutation, sitting under Cupid's arrow, the phoenix and the coffin, with Michael, the serpent, the king, the crown, the bloodline from Egypt. So, this is Isis and Osiris all over the place. The lovers torn apart. Because of earthly matters. People wanting the golden cups, people wanting the golden goose, people wanting these golden pentacles. I mean, everything's golden, isn't it? Everything looks golden. Everything looks like it's ready for the taking, But this isn't. This interference card was in reverse. It's like people need to stop interfering because it doesn't belong to them. This money, this bank that people are chasing, this Prince of Swords seems to really be chasing these pentacles. That's what he can see in his mind's eye. That's what he thinks is down here on his path. But it's under divine intelligence, or on top of divine intelligence. It's trying to be, this Prince of Swords is trying to be above divine intelligence. This Prince of Swords actually thinks they are above Metatron. And it's funny because what's underneath, they're underneath Coffin, Heartbroken, and the Chaser. So there's nothing on their path left but a coffin and being heartbroken. And it's funny again, rainbow blessings and empaths are under those cards indeed. I'm very infatuated by the fact that this finding sanctuary flipped upside down, opening to your spiritual source. So whoever thought they were going to get this castle or this house or this money or this life or this future is going to be very sadly mistaken that actually it was never actually in their destiny. It was a mirage in the clouds. They've basically been digging their own grave all this time. We've got Coffin and this guy seeming to be breaking a trail, but it looks like he's just digging a 6-foot grave at this point, and he just keeps digging with finding sanctuary upside down. Doesn't seem like there's going to be much sanctuary to be found at the bottom of this gravesite. Three of Wands, Three of Cups, Nine of Wands. I mean, the Three of Cups sits with Gabriel, inspiration. Underneath, healthy choices, talking, and Cupid's arrow. Suggesting that there may be some hope in this situation. There may be some healthy choices that could be made if talking can be done. Cupid's arrow is arched and ready to go. And I love that I said arched because I've got 4 archangels on the table. My divine architects. Metatron, Sandalphon, planetary cycles with the 3 of fire, 3 of virtue. I mean, this is where our virtues really do come from. They do come down from the planetary elements that surround us in the solar system. They do come down from the zodiac. They do come down from the stars. We are unfortunate but lovely meat suits at the end of the day. We are moved by spirit. Spirit is that which moves us through our emotions, through our spiritual internal passion, through our earthly bodies, and through our minds and our thoughts. And we unfortunately don't seem to be capable of leading our own lives. We are so often caught in the grip of spirit's temptations or virtues. And virtues can also be a bad thing when they lead you to dogma and indoctrination and holding people hostage for fortune. Holding people hostage for fortune. Wow, that resonated, babies. I wonder. Holding people hostage to fortune, or for their fortune. I felt that earlier with the Prince of Swords. Thinking they've got a lot going on up here. But actually, it's not about, they're not up here or in here. They're just right here looking at the money bags. So their focus is totally off. Their focus is not on the game. It's not on the ball. They're completely blinkered by the shiny, sparkly things. I wouldn't want them on my team, I've got to say. I'm a pretty discerning leader, and someone like that is just can't keep their eye on the ball just wouldn't be of any asset to me or my business or my school. So, I think that spirit is telling us to be discerning, to recognize which energies and which spirits are actually captivating us and taking up space, taking up residence in our minds and our hearts. And and how are they motivated, I think, is the other thing, because each of these energies that come through us, they each have a personality, right? They each have a flavor, and that flavor is motivation, it's incentive, it's ambition. And every energy wants to transmute, and we've got transmutation and change all over this space. Inspiration, gates and doors opening. There's a lot of movement through this energy, through this reading, after a lot of stoppage with all this separation of talking, Cupid's arrow being stopped by the phoenix, and then coffin, heartbreak, and the chaser being like the remnants, the dregs that come out of this energy. People are fucking around with these energies. You can just see it. You can just feel it. You just taste it in the air. And I've got to say, in case you were wondering, anyone out there, I don't actually spend a lot of time thinking about this. I don't. But if I was to, I think I would say that as your teacher, as your friend, what a waste. What a waste of your amazing talents and your amazing opportunities. Things could have been so good. Things could have been on the up and up and up and up for you. But if you've and I'm talking to these particular people, not everyone will resonate with this particular message or with this side of the message. You might be on the other side of it. You might be on the sharp end of this Prince of Swords, of these Three of Wands that, virtue is so clearly in abundance everywhere you look. Inspiration and emotional satisfaction are everywhere that you look. But some people don't have the eyes to see it. Some people don't actually have the intuition to spot it, or the heart to feel it when it lands, or the passion, or the will, or the compassion to grab that energy and transmute the darkness into the light. I think that's because a lot of people are quite comfortable in the dark. It's familiar, it's cozy. And I guess there's that fear, isn't there, of like jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. If you've been in the dark for a really long time, then, and it's been like hell, then actually there's that fear that what if I change what I'm doing and it's more hell? It's worse than what I've been through. And I can appreciate that level of gravity. We were talking about gravity in the last reading. Thanks, Isaac. The gravity of that situation. Divine intelligence from Metatron was here. Almost, giving this Prince of Swords this energy surge to say, you can be better. You can be divine. You can be a divine masculine. You could be a divine feminine. But are you going to put in the work? Are you going to read the books of secrets? Are you going to learn the lessons of your karma? Are you going to understand how you're being played by karma right now? And admit that. Embody that. Because there's a lot of people out here being played and they don't even realize it. Intelligent people, not divinely intelligent, but 3D intelligent, I'll give them that. But ascending to a spiritual path, you kind of have to accept the fact that if you're trying to ascend to a spiritual path, then don't you expect that there's a spiritual creator at the end of the rainbow? Aren't you believing that this is all part of some divine plan and you are part of that plan and you are playing a role, as we are all playing a role? And funnily enough, you aren't just an actor here. You can be the director. You can actually be the script writer, the screenplay writer, and you can change your role if you don't like it. What big A-list Hollywood actors get that privilege to change their lines, to improvise? Some do, and some do it very well. And some of them are starting to show Hollywood how fake it really is, that actually you can do it. And a lot of amazing female directors, female actors, feminine spirits, either in masculine or feminine bodies, are wanting to embody feminine characters in film for the world to see. And doing that through writing, directing, acting, production, camera work, photography, the whole enchilada. Reese Witherspoon is definitely out there doing that kind of thing. And, you can be whoever you want to be. I think that's what this message, this word is trying to come through as. You can be whatever dances in your heart, whatever comes through you at night, in your dreams, in your fantasies, in your daydreams, whatever it is that really tickles you when you talk about it, that thing that you've always dreamt of doing, or that book that you've always dreamt of writing, or that person you want to meet, that divine person that matches your vibration and wants what you want. All of these things are possible if you want to manifest them into your life. And manifestation is really why we're here. It's actually our superpower. It's something that we're being awakened to. We are all magic manifestors in our own right, in our own body, as we are all healers of our own bodies as well, and healers of others when we get to that place. But you have to start with yourself first. You have to be able to heal yourself. And that means healing the physical and the mental and the emotional and the spiritual life. Get your own shit sorted. And then believe me, you will burst open like a flower. And your pollen will be carried on the winds to everyone. But if you don't, your pollen is dark and rotten, and it's still floating around, but it ain't sharing the light. It's not going to blossom into new seed. It's going to die on the vine. And that's not the kind of legacy that you want to leave, I'm sure. It's not the legacy I'm going to leave, certainly. I've made that choice for myself. So, we have to start making healthy choices for ourselves. It's all about healthy choices. And those healthy choices are every day, every moment, every conversation, every connection and relationship. You can't skimp on one relationship and think you're feeding all the others, because that one will end up being the thorn on your rose. And if you continue to skimp on relationships or dagger people where you think they're not looking, then you don't understand, because you don't get it. You might understand English, and well done if you do. Whoa, you understand English, but you don't understand that someone is watching. Someone is watching everything you do all the time. And if you think that your past transgressions are not going to catch up with you, then you're deluded. And if you don't think that everything you do and every action that you take in this world doesn't have a ripple effect in the wonderful pool of which you are a part of it, it's going to come up and hit you in the arse when you're least expecting it. Yeah. Let's pull a couple of Native Indian spirits, Native American Indian, First Nation spirits for my collective, and I will bid you a good night. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for still being here. I appreciate you so much. I'm sending you my love, my light, my healing. Thank you for listening to this word. It was obviously important that you stayed this long. It was obviously recognized for you by spirit. Spirit knows who's in the collective right now and who needs this word and who needs this message. And I trust her to the nth degree, as I do all of my angels. Thank you so much for being out here with me tonight. This was powerful protection, and if I can get my words out, a blissful message. Oh, well, what a message to come through for the end. We are at 50 minutes and 50 seconds. Ooh. I don't know where an hour has just gone, but there we go. Direction Guardian. We got the 4 directions, the 4 guardians, which would be the world card. With choose your path. We've got Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. So these energies could definitely be very resonant in your life in this reading for you. We definitely had some Scorpio coming in with the Phoenix. And, we had cups, we had fire, we had earth, we had air coming up in the clarifiers. So everyone's here tonight. And I just want to touch on this path, because at the beginning we had a path card, another path card, another path card, and gates of triumph. And we end on a card of choose your path. So let me just show you these again. I think for you guys, you need to choose one of these as your takeaway for tonight. So it's either Rainbow Blessings, Empath, and Gates of Triumph, Breaking Trail. These were the 4 paths that you had to choose from. And that was the divine message. 4 divine fixed signs. We had 4 divine archangels, direction guardians. Spirits, thank you so much for your divine guidance in my life, on my journey, protecting me from fuckery every day. Thank you. My healing is here for you. I hope that my messages might give you some levity, brevity, gravity, and giggles, because babies, right now, it's about laugh time, because there's some people being so foolish that we just have to laugh and feel sorry for them and send them a little prayer of hope, because they're going to need it. Wow. We're approaching 54 minutes. Thank you for spending 54 minutes with me. There's some people watching. I love you. Take good care of yourselves. Be good to other people. Remember that karma is always watching, as is the big guy. Where's my controller? I love you guys. Namaste. Take care.